Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Unstoppable Woman podcast. I am super excited that you are joining us today. Thank you for being a loyal listener. And if it's your first time listening, I hope you enjoy the podcast, listen to a lot of episodes, and love the upcoming episode that we have for you today. This episode is something special. It's a sneak peek of the type of teaching we do at the Income Breakthrough Summit. So if you've never come to one of our summits, this will give you a sense of what's in store for you. We'd love for you to attend and get this life-changing information. If you're interested, go to theunstoppablewoman.com/summit for more information and to get your ticket today. I cannot wait to see you there. We're going to dive into the manifestation matrix. So the first thing that you need to know about the matrix is that it's a matrix. We are going to talk about it in a step-by-step way as if it was linear or as if you walked around the circle in that step-by-step way. But as you can see, there are these lines that go in all different directions. And that's the messy part of business. You are going to be in different places and you can jump from one spot to another very easily, which is fine, but you need to know where you're at in the matrix to have it help you get clarity. So the first step is desire. Desire is causative. It's the first step. You have to own your desire. It has to be a big, true desire. It needs to scare you a little bit. It has to be something that's so big that you'll get out of bed for it, right? It's worth actually doing the hard work. Okay, so that's the level of desire that you need. I love this little conversation from Alice in Wonderland. Alice asked the Cheshire Cat, "Who was sitting in a tree? What road do I take?" The cat asked, "Where do you want to go?" Alice said, "I don't know." Then the cat said, "It really doesn't matter, does it?" You got to know what you want, where you want to go, in order to know what the path is, what the plan is, what the route is. You have to know where you're going. So that's desire, okay? Wishy-washy desires get wishy-washy results. If you don't have clarity, that doesn't work. If you keep changing what you want, it's going to be a problem. I want this, right? I want to make 50K. No, I want to make 65K. No, I'm really going for 125. Oh, wait, I'm back to 85. That doesn't work. You have to hold your goal, your desire clearly in your mind's eye, in your heart, and not change it when the going gets tough. If you want to be a best-selling author, don't say, "Oh, it's fine if I just get published in my local neighborhood newsletter." No, you want to be a best-selling author on the New York Times bestseller list? Then be that. Go for that. Don't change your desire because you will start zigzagging and wasting a lot of time if you do that. Choose what you want. Build out your self-image clearly that in a way that relates to the desire and place your order. Okay, place your order. And now that sounds really woo, but you have to get clear about where you're going. This is what I want. You put a demand on the universe, and that actually means putting a demand on yourself. Okay? You're the one who has to grow and change in order to create what you want. We have to first claim our desire. It might be a simple first level desire, or it might be a big audacious goal desire. I'm about big audacious goals, okay? The first level desires are where I started for sure. You remember me talking about holding my pee because I needed to get one more thing done before going to the bathroom. Like, that's a first level desire, okay? Right? Like, it doesn't work. You have to graduate from that and get to a place where you can hold those big audacious desires, those big goals. You have to ask what you really want. Desire is not about limiting yourself. It's about really claiming what you want. And you can do this with goals of all sizes in every area of your life. But in every area of your life, I suggest that you claim a big, audacious goal. What do you really want? What do you want in your relationship? What do you want in your fitness? What do you want in your home environment? What do you want in your income? It's super important in your business, all of that. Okay, so that's step one, desire. Then there's denial. Denial is real. This is when you say, who am I to have that? I want that. And then immediately you go into, that's unreasonable. How could I do that? That's scary. I'm going to say no to it. And Napoleon Hill has a great section in Think and Grow Rich called The 57 Famous Alibis. And I'm just going to read a section of this. People who do not succeed have one distinguishing trait in common. They know all the reasons for failure and have what they believe to be airtight alibis to explain their own lack of achievement. Some of these alibis are clever, and a few of them are justifiable by the facts. But alibis cannot be used for money. Let me just say that again. Alibis cannot be used for money. You don't create the income you want by coming up with excuses for why you can't do it, why you can't move forward, why you can't get help, why you can't make a decision. You won't make the money that way. The world wants to know only one thing. Have you achieved success? And you want to know this too. That's my little note to myself. And so do you. Okay? You want to know this for yourself. Have I done the thing that I said I wanted to do? Not what my mother said you should do, not what your father said you should do, not what the culture says that you should do, but what you want to do. This is you, your life, one life. You have one life here, guys. One life. What do you want? You need to prove that to yourself. You need to go after that for yourself. Okay? He goes on to say a character analyst compiled a list of the most commonly used alibis. As you read this list, examine yourself carefully and determine how many of these alibis, if any, are your own property. Remember, too, the philosophy presented in this book makes every one of these alibis obsolete. They don't hold freaking water. They just don't. So I'm not going to read all 57, but I'm going to spot read them. If I didn't have a family, if I had the money, if I had a good education, or if I could get a good job, if my health was good, right? That happens. My knees hurt. I can't do work in my business, right? If only I had time. I'm pulled in so many different directions. Therefore, I can't move forward in my business. Okay? Doesn't work. Doesn't work. It keeps you at the same level. If I did not fear what they would say, okay? If I had been given a chance, you create your own luck. If I were only younger, I started this in my 40s. I mean, yes, my whole life and your whole life has been leading up to this moment, but it's not like I started this in my 20s and I've got my whole life ahead of me still, and so do you. Don't make age a thing, okay? If I had only been born rich, if I had the talent of other people, where are you saying you're not good enough in your field, okay? If I could save some money, if I only knew how, okay? If I didn't have as many worries, if luck were not against me, and the list goes on and on and on, okay? Where do you start saying no to yourself? What's the justifiable excuse? Okay? My husband wouldn't like it. My kids wouldn't like it. My mother wouldn't like it. My partner wouldn't like it. What are the excuses? When you start claiming your desires, your subconscious will start working to stop you. Okay? It thinks you're going to die. And it will say, who are you to want that? That's so greedy. That's going to take too long. You might as well stop. And that looks like distraction, overwhelm, procrastination. Anything reasonable that gets you to stop, okay? Do you stop? Where do you stop? Ask yourself that question. Okay? Where am I also saying it's not okay to want what I want?
Hey there, Unstoppable Woman. I wanted to take a quick break here to let you know about the Unstoppable Woman Income Breakthrough Summit that's coming up soon. At the summit, you will learn how to master your mindset. This is super critical, as you know from listening to our podcast. You will learn how to own yourself as a woman in business so that you can have a truly lit up and delightful life. Because quite frankly, what's the point of having all that money if you're not happy and thriving? And you will also learn the tactics and strategies required to scale your income. There's an invisible formula that almost everyone ignores that's required to make a quantum leap. When I finally learned this, it's what allowed me to go from making $138K to $700K as a solo entrepreneur in 1 year, and then go on to cross that 7-figure mark. I cannot wait to teach you it so that you can close the gap on time and achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Go to theunstoppablewoman.com/summit for more information and to buy your ticket. You can find that link in the show notes as well. Grab your ticket now, and I cannot wait to see you there.
So then step 3 is decision. You have to decide. Nothing happens until a decision is made. Decision is what sets everything in motion. Raymond Hollywell, who wrote Working with the Law, says procrastination kills ambition. It gets one into the habit of indecision, which causes failure. Unequivocally. Look at what this person is saying. It gets one into the habit of indecision, which causes failure. Practice making decisions clearly and promptly. Take care of the little questions that come to you, and they will automatically take care of any other big questions should they arise. You have to say, this is a decision, I'm not going back, and close the gap on time. This is a quantum leaping technique. I talk to all my clients about it. Why are you putting that off to next year? Why are you saying, I'm going to do that later? I'll do that next year. I'll do that next week, next month. Do it now. Do it now. Okay, then you have to expect what you want. We talked a lot about expectation. Where there is no demand, there is no evidence of supply. You have to put a demand on the universe, and then you have to expect it. Desire will put you in touch with the inner world of causes and connect you by invisible means with the substance of the thing desired. Then continuous expectation is necessary to bring it into a reality in your life. It's saying desire, what you want, puts you on the same vibrational level as the thing that you desire. But then you need to expect that it's yours. Setting a higher goal raises the level of awareness, and your mind starts searching for the answers. How will I do that? Okay, you need to have both the desire and the expectation. And you need to start recognizing when you're expecting something else. I want to make a lot of money, but I'm in fear about making payroll. I want to make a lot of money, but I don't think that my business is set up properly and I won't be able to do it. If you get hooked on that thought and you keep repeating it, that's what you're going to energize. Instead, expect what you want. I expect to have a solution to this business problem. Spirit always gives you a solution. It may not come in the form that you expected it in, but you need to step forward and say yes anyways to it. You need to act on it. Okay, you want 10 new clients, but you expect it to be hard. No one's going to schedule with you. They'll say no, and you're going to have it generally be really challenging. That's the vision that you have in your mind. That's what you're going to get, okay? Don't align yourself with that. Next step, you need to be open. This is the feminine, okay? This is the receiving. This is the surrender part, okay? Looks like being open to guidance from spirit, open to financial reward, open to the little blessings throughout the day. Law of praise, right? Do you see it? Do you see all the good that's here? The universe is either for you or against you. What are you going to think of the world around you? Is this working for you? Okay? Generosity from our friends, lessons we need to learn, all the support. It's here, then it's here now. You must stay open to receiving it. And then action. Action doesn't mean overwhelm or spin out. And action is a balm. Sometimes you just have to do the thing instead of worrying about doing the thing. Worrying that you don't have enough time, worrying that it's not going to be done well enough, worrying that the deadline is approaching. You just do the thing. Take the story out of it. Make your move before you're ready. This isn't a case of taking a big chance. It's a matter of giving yourself a chance. Listen to that one again. It's not a case of taking a big chance. It's a case of giving yourself a chance. You give yourself a chance by taking that action. You must have courage. You have to risk. Hey, thanks so much for joining us and being part of the Unstoppable Woman movement. We have got a ton of free resources for scaling your business at theunstoppablewoman.com/free stuff. And you can find that link in the description below. So go ahead and check those out. And we'd also love your help in getting our message out to more and more women. If you'd be willing to share this video with all the unstoppable women in your life, that would be fantastic. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Reviews, likes, and comments are greatly appreciated. We go in and read them all. So thank you for those. And thanks for listening, and be unstoppable.